Thank you, Mrs. Joseph, chairperson for the function. Let me recognize the presence of the Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, the Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, Investment and Housing. Honorable Robert Tong, member of the Ministerial Subcommittee, as well as the Minister of Tourism and Culture. Other members of Cabinet, and in particular, members of the Ministerial Subcommittee here with us today in full force. Honorable Francine Barron, Honorable Attorney General, Honorable Miriam Blanchard. Okay, of course, the Honorable Johnson Drago with us as well here today, and other ministers. Members of the Technical Committee here with us today, of course, the Chairman, Mrs. Joseph, Financial Secretary, Mrs. Edwards, as well as Mrs. Joseph, member of that committee as well too. Other permanent secretaries, and in particular, again, I must mention my permanent secretary here with me today, Miss Dennis Edwards, and Miss Mandra Fagan as well, to other government employees. Specially invited guests, of course, the developer, Mr. Alexander Bernstein, the Vital Developers, members of the media, listeners at home and abroad. It is an honor to deliver these brief remarks today at the occasion of the signing of the agreement between the government of Dominica and Vital Developers Limited for the construction of a 72-room sanctuary rainforest eco-resort and spa under the real estate component of the Citizen by Investment program. It has been my desire as parliamentary representative for the Roseau Valley to see the establishment of a project that would add value to the Roseau Valley premium tourism sites. I'm elated at the prospects for the people of the entire Roseau Valley as this government continues to seek ways to fully exploit the vast potential of the valley and to create sustainable development and an improved way of life for our people. This five-star resort is certainly a step in the right direction and will lead to the creation of new jobs of diverse nature, development of skills and education of our youth, revitalization of the small businesses and the craft sector in the Roseau Valley. As Minister for Public Works and the parliamentary representative, I have spared no effort to ensure that the access to the Roseau Valley remains very high in the government's agenda. Over the past months, since the passage of Hurricane Maria, a number of roadworks have been undertaken, to include the new Bailey Bridge at Wharton Waven and the realignment of the Trafalgar Road leading from that bridge, the realignment of the Providence Road, the extensive river dredging works in Copthall, Trafalgar, and the river along the Trafalgar-Wharton Waven Link Road as well. Ongoing works with the realignment of a section of road from Copthall to Mont Prosper and the rehabilitation of the Mont Prosper Village Road. Ongoing extensive works on the highway, I mentioned the highway to Cochrane from River Estate. Major rehabilitation work of the Copthall Road as well is ongoing. These significant investments are part of the government's development strategy for the Roseau Valley, which is in keeping with the principles for orderly national development outlined in the National Resilient Development Strategy. It is therefore envisaged that in addition to the various infrastructure works previously mentioned, the development of this five-star resort at Providence in proximity to the Middle Arm Falls will literally transform the landscape of the Roseau Valley, resulting in improved quality of life and standard of living for the people of the Roseau Valley. Permit me, as chairman for the CBI Ministerial Committee, to say a special note of thanks to the Honorable Prime Minister for his leadership of the CBI program. I also wish to extend thanks to the members of the Ministerial Subcommittee, present here as mentioned previously, and the chairman of the Technical Committee, who chaired the program as well, to Mrs. Gloria Joseph and her members. Let me take this opportunity on behalf of the government of Dominica and my constituents to thank the developer, Mr. Bernstein, for choosing the Roseau Valley. I wish to assure you, Mr. Bernstein, that all that is needed for the construction and operations of the resort is available in the Roseau Valley. You have made the best choice. The farmers of the Roseau Valley are skilled, and also the workers are skilled, and we stand ready to take advantage of the opportunity presented today, and will provide the human resource, fresh fruits, eggs, vegetables, craft items, and other goods that will be required for the sanctuary resort. In closing, I congratulate you and your company on reaching this milestone and pledge the government's unwavering support towards the full operation within the next 36 months. Thank you.